Hello, this is Andrew with Missing Remote. In a previous video, I talked about how I made a whole bunch of different doorbell chimes using ESP Home inside and then integrated those doorbell chimes with Ubiquiti Unify Protect doorbells inside of Home Assistant. This video is a follow-up to that video because I have found that mechanism of using Home Assistant in the middle to be unreliable. I have found a better way to do this, and it has proven to be 100% reliable. So we're going to walk through the new method. It leverages the existing methodology. So we're still going off the CSP Home devices that I built, but what I did is I added a switch to each one of my doorbells. This is the one that matters. This is the one we're going to do for testing because if I make the doorbell ring, my dogs are going to go crazy, and I'd rather not do that. The only complexity here is that you have to put a sound file somewhere. I opted to put it in the web root, the www root of my Pi-hole server, which sits in the same VLAN as these devices and Home Assistant. If your ESP Home devices have a SD card slot, you can use that too, but it's just a little bit, that's more complicated than I want to do, and I have a whole bunch of these, so it's just easier for me to do it this way. But just know that you can do this a lot of different ways. This is just how I chose to do it. So I'm going to quickly show you, this is the PoE chime, or one of the PoE chimes that I built. This is the hello switch. I'm going to go ahead and click it. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this.
Hello.
Having added these switches, now we can call these switches on the device to make the action happen. So if I go, this is the URL for that action. So it's the IP of the device, switch, the name of the switch, and then the action. So go ahead and click that.
Hello.
The idea is that we take this URL and we move it into Unify Protect. Here's my doorbell. The doorbell has some actions that you can take. So we're going to edit an alarm. This is the doorbell rings. So the idea here now is that we add a custom webhook for each of the chimes that we want to trigger, where we take that URL that we created. And obviously you notice that this says ding and not hello because ding is the real one. And you just add those in. And so when the doorbell rings, Unify Protect directly triggers that switch on each one of these devices. And like I said before, this is 100% reliable for me. Using Home Assistant in the middle was not. So hopefully you found that useful. If you did, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I will get to them as soon as I can. Thanks.